Yeah, this is a lot of nice. See, my camera doesn't even go wide enough to capture the whole everything here. You know, it just kind of.
The Claridge building was named after the Claridge family, who were one of the first settlers in the area, and they had an old log cabin, and the family donated most of these items.
Wow,
to us
that's a pretty nice donation.
From that family, and we've been caring for them ever since.
The dress is over here too. Got to include that in my video.
Yeah, all of our parents are gone. You know, you look at all some of the stuff.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Or we sleep in
Everything was hand sewn and handmade.
Yeah. You know, we've done. I got an old rocking chair.
Looks like she's been standing there a while.
With the way that one's made.
Lots of interesting things. There's some more neat stuff. I just call it neat stuff. It is. Yeah, that's pretty neat. So it's kind of a hobby that I do, so it might take me a little while to get it all done.
Name. Did you sign in with your name? And
yeah. This is a nice little room here too. Got their Christmas tree set up by the fireplace. Pictures on the walls. That's pretty nice. This is a big banner that was donated to them from one of the local high schools. He figures it was painted on canvas probably in 1950. I'm not quite sure. That's kind of nice. So hang on here. I'm going to see what else I can find here. A big safe. Everything. Well, there's all kinds of other interesting stuff, huh? Lots of sewing machines.
Yeah, you can go to the dentist.
Well, the dentist too? Oh no. That sounds painful. I don't know if they'd have good painkiller back in the old days though. It's the old dentist chair and the dentist equipment.
so we're having a pharmacist come in, go through them,
oh, the original.
And then we're going to make a really nice
doctor's office kind of set up.
Yeah, pharmacy and doctor's office on that. Between these two rooms, we'll have that.
And then you'll have the dentist. Oh, this is more doctor equipment.
That's the doctor's office.
Oh,
this is the doctor's office. This is more the pharmacy.
Okay.
We're kind of arranging things, and those are pictures of all the, some of the doctors, the Hulbert family.
Okay.
Hulbert families were archaeologists as well as doctors.
Oh wow.
And surveyors. That family was pretty prominent. They did a lot of.
I got the dentist chair. And there's everything here.
You've got machines that do
that's pretty nice. Lots of fun stuff. Wow.
Which I have this picture now. But it has all the guns, the muskets, some of the swords that they use. We have a lot of
that's a lot of old military equipment. Yeah, I'm just going to come around the room here a little bit. I'll pause it.
John Brown.
Clip that you got on the advantage.
Okay.
John Brown is actually credited with starting the Civil War in many ways. He was kind of a rebel at the time, and we have here how it was handed down through the generations. And so
a lot of history then.
We think that Harper's Ferry, John Brown, that this was the original.
Yeah.
Now, when the Claridge brothers or Claridge cousins fought in the Civil War, one of them, named George, was wounded, and he was in Washington. Well, that's right about the time that Lincoln was killed. And so they asked him to be an honorary guard at Lincoln's funeral. This is the coat that he wore at Lincoln's funeral, and when he was honorary guard next to the casket.
Wow. Yeah, that's a pretty big part of history you got here. Yeah. Wow, the original, like an original 13 star, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be old. Oh yeah, 1797
well,
or so.
Supposedly this flag was displayed in President John Adams' office, but authentically we're thinking more during the late 1800s.
Okay.
That because of the grommets in it, that was probably more right after the
Oh, I see.
War, yeah.
Sure. That's pretty nice. Even got a baseball bat too. Yeah.
cartoons. He was from Reedsburg.
Oh yeah, yeah, we did see
And he
that.
published in the New Yorker, and he was very, very famous. And his family gave us a lot of these original Claire Briggs cartoons. He was a
wow,
bit
yeah.
controversial in his political stance, but very famous. This is a picture of Chief Ahachoka, very well known around the area when the
Okay.
white men first settled here. And he got along well with most of the early settlers. And at one point they tried, when they were sending them to the reservations, they attempted to send Ahachoka and his family to the reservations as well. And Reedsburg is really the only town that I have heard of where the citizens came out and said, "Don't, no, I'm sorry, we will not allow them to board the train." So meanwhile, where they were talking with the powers that be that were going to take them to the reservations, the Indians kind of snuck away. So Ahachoka was able to stay here with his
Oh,
family.
that was good. Yeah.
Claire
Very
Briggs, I
interesting.
heard that Claire Briggs actually made this portrait.
So this would be the laundry room of sorts.
Well, look at the, probably one of the first Kirby's.
Or vacuum cleaner? Yeah. Yeah, that's some old washing machines. I've got an old Maytag at home that has a gasoline engine underneath it. It goes back a few years. Lots of interesting things on display. It's all the way down the wall.
So then it, yes, it kept it going, and then finally just, it had to be put to death.
Lots of history.
So then he goes, are you going to have to find out? This is going to be so busy. It's going to be such a general upstairs, you know, please.
That's a big spinning wheel too here, hey?
Yeah.
Making
The
yarn and looms and stuff. Yeah. Kinds of interesting things.
Patty Page.
Oh, here's an old record player. A couple of them. Different musical instruments. But that tube would be pretty heavy to carry around, I bet. It's a big one.
Well, there's some of their first cameras over there.
More record players. Complete with the cylinders and all.
Yeah, I think the last time we were here, I don't think you guys had this much stuff. It's been a few years.
And there's a lot of different things, eh?